Welcome to Neighborhood Mechanic, everybody. This is an Infiniti Q50, and customer brought me their parts to change. Today I'm going to show you how to replace your rotors, pads, and calipers. He brought me drilled and slotted rotors, pre-painted caliper, and brake pads. Brake pads came with their own hardware. Calipers had their own hardware. So I will see which one looks high quality, and we're going to use that. To get to the caliper, just open the bottom 14mm bolt, pull the caliper up, upper part first. Apparently it is stuck. Here we go. Perfect. The caliper mount bracket is held by 22mm bolts, two of them, one here and one here. Go ahead and remove the mount bracket. Before you discard these pads, you need to remember the directions for the warning clips, if these pads have any. So these pads have the warning clips. It's mounted towards the back of the caliper, and this is the one you need. Take the rotor out. At this point, the first thing should be to measure the rotor to make sure it's the correct one, and you can do that by lining the rotors up. Make sure they're proper. Then we're going to need to measure distance from here to here. It's easy. You put in your new rotor this way, new rotor this way, and like so. See, it's perfect. Then check the hub diameter. So you could do like this to make sure hub is perfect, and put it on. Get your new hardware. You have to set it up like this. The little spring notch sits here, spring sits against this holder, and then the long handle sits against this, and this is staying like this. All you need to do is fix that into your caliper like so. Push it on. I'm gonna get a new one. Perfect. Like that. Now let's go ahead and install the caliper mount. You're gonna mount it like that, put a bolt behind. Next, install your pads just to make sure you know you installed them correctly. Make sure you have applied lubricant in both ears of the pad. Don't fill up the hardware with lots of grease. It's just gonna have a lot of issues. And then when you squeeze the pads, make sure they come back. See that? That's a good installation. Now we're just gonna guide the caliper down. Once you've tightened the bolt, make sure all the bolts are tight on these calipers because they're new. You don't know if this one is tight. And you're ready for the next step, which is we're going to remove the brake line connected to this caliper in the back here. One thing you have to make sure, because when you buy these new calipers, the mounting brackets are almost the same to the left and right, but your bleed valve should be on top, not at the bottom. If you saw my video, I installed the caliper where the bleed valve was at the bottom, which is the wrong caliper. So the bleed valve should be on top. I didn't pay attention, but I'm letting you know to do that so you don't have to redo it. Once you connect this line, we're going to open the bleed valve and let the fluid come slowly. Once the fluid starts to bleed out of this bleed valve, we're going to close it, and we're going to do a vacuum pump to remove all the air and close the bleed valve back up. This eliminates the air bleeding of all four brake rotors and saves the customer time. If this procedure has failed, then unfortunately you have no choice but to bleed all four brakes to get the air out of the system. So do this quickly, you will have less air. Once you actually connect your brake line, make sure there's no leak down there. Then we're going to open this bleed valve and let the air escape. And you would notice when the air is out, you'll have a fluid dripping. That is perfect. We're going to go ahead and attach a vacuum pump, whatever air is left. Close the bleed valve and proceed with the other side, and then I'll check the brakes. This is what it takes to replace your rotors, calipers, and pads, and also bleed your air brakes, your air from your brake lines. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. See you in the next one. Like and subscribe, and support the channel if you can. That'll be grateful. Thank you. Bye.